money, big money, big money, big money. Yes! It worked! Alright, hold on. Oh, man. I didn't think that was gonna work, but it did. So we're just gonna flip that on. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, man, what a mess. For those of you who don't know, the videos I was going to talk about today have been made private on the Metro State channel. We're going to talk about the insurance fraud. Maybe if we could get to it, because of course we're going to get to it. We're going to talk about the new footage of Jeremy being stupid, which is every footage of Jeremy, but this is new. It's him driving around doing a funeral escort. Yeah, so I was just trying to figure out what to do about that, which is a little bit why I'm late. It's crazy. Now, you'll notice that some things have been flipped. This is in a new place, this is in a new place, and there's a very good reason for that, and I will explain that all when it comes to it. There's a very good reason, and it's phenomenal. Other than that, there's not much new to say that wasn't said on Friday? Yeah, I think that was the last time we did this, right? So, hi everyone. Let me just let everyone trickle in. Sorry I'm late again, but you know how it is. Darkwing Duck. Where's this guy? Pressing his blazer, cleaning his room. Yeah, no, trying to get my stuff working. One of these days, I'll get a new computer to replace you. Yeah, I will. Yeah, someday. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the graphics cards to become available. Otherwise, what's the point? We'll treat this like a Metro State vehicle. We'll run it into the ground. That's what we'll do. Anyway. But, yeah, that catches me up. Oh, you're cleaning the laundry room. That checks out. So, I believe she made the videos private because she's going to put them onto her new channel because I think she's maybe starting to lose the battle for the Metro State channel. Don't know if that's true. That's just my guess. Either that or she realizes she's not getting any money from the videos, which she could get money for. It's not going to be much with the amount of views that they get. But, you know, a few dollars here and there. So that's probably still hooked up to Jeremy's bank account. She does not get any of the money. So it went from her being like, ha, I will expose you to, or I could expose you and make money off of it, which is kind of her whole shtick. So that's what I'm guessing. And then, of course, these are the most interesting videos, so she'd want them private so she can move them over. Or maybe Jeremy's regaining control. I don't know. Do not know. But that's the whole thing. Pebmet, thank you so much. Pebmet says, hello from the sunshine state where it rains every afternoon. Always a pleasure. Dinner for two on me. So nice of you. I love that you're always like, oh, hello, from Florida. And then you say something about Florida. I don't know. It's fun. Makes things interesting. So, disclaimers. The first few minutes to 5 to 10 minutes of the stream is just me rambling, catching up with people in the chat so that people can trickle in. So if you're watching this after the fact, and I love that people watch this after the fact. I know some people don't like watching after the fact, but if you don't like watching after the fact, these are designed to be viewed live. Therefore, I encourage you to make an attempt to view it live. I know it's not going to be possible for everyone, which is why I leave them up, right? There's going to be a lot of rambling. That's a disclaimer for that. There's going to be a lot of stopping and starting, and I do that so that everything I do is well within fair use. I'm going to get distracted because it's live. I don't have a script for this. I'm just going nuts, right? I'm just going for it. If that's not your thing, you've been warned. If you make a comment in the comment section being like, this is a terrible format, and yet people are here watching and they enjoy it. So I don't know what to tell you. I will be sassy to you in the comments if you're like, I hate it. Like, there are other channels, you know? So there you go. Don't know what to tell you. I did film a bunch of videos. I finished editing one, so there will be more coming that I've started editing. It'll be great. Wood, thank you so much. Look like Freddie Mercury's much more handsome brother. Oh, shucks. But I can't sing like Freddie Mercury, so he's got that on me. I see a negative 37 there. Please do a review of Jeremy's tactics in the Army. J Pavilion, I absolutely will. Probably not today, because that's going to be its own stream for sure. Did it go? Did it do the thing?
That's not a firearm, Sergeant. 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 Oh, Sergeant.
One of these days I'll fix it so the video actually fully plays. Araj, hey, good to have you here as well. Thank you so much. Says hello from Los Angeles, where everything sucks. Good to see you, brother. I hear that the weather's nice, right? I don't know, it's great. Have I seen Alex's new uniform? His uniform doesn't actually bother me. It doesn't make me think police. It makes me think uniform. But if I saw that, my first thought is not going to be police officer. Whereas Jeremy's, my first thought is going to be police officer. His makes me think security officer. And although he may not be security, I don't know what his licenses are. I haven't really looked into whether or not he could have them. That says security to me. And the fact that it has a cross on it, no police department is going to have a cross. Unless it's some private agency for religious service, which is then going to be generally security. I have zero problems, I don't think, about his uniform. So, yeah, Freddie Mercury's singing voices was phenomenal, just absolutely nuts. Yankees saying things about it. And for those of you who are watching this, like, what is he talking about? There's a chat that I'm responding to. Anyway, other disclaimers. Nothing I say is legal advice. It is more, would I believe probable cause had been established based on my own training experience as law enforcement? And I hope one of you comes at me and says, military police isn't law enforcement. Try it. See what happens. Anyway, where was I? There were other people. Beep, bop, boop, boop. Nick Evolved, you're lost on what's happening on the Metro State channel. Jennifer's taking over, and now videos are going up and being taken down. It's a mess. What are some good habits? Oh, I should answer this. Matt asks, what are some good habits one can form before they go for a military MP position? Don't break the law. Don't be that kind of guy. Don't try to get away with it. Be a good person. Place others before you. You're gonna sacrifice a lot of your personal free time for the job. You gotta, right? At no point should you ever be in the mindset like, well, I could get away with it. No, you do the right thing always. The Army takes it very, very seriously. More seriously in many cases than civilian agencies do. The Army doesn't know you. Civilian agencies, you're somewhere, for a while. You develop, professional relationships. The Army, you move every couple of years. Whoever you move to does not care about you. You did something wrong, you're out. Like, bye. Nobody cares. Get out of here. Right? So be in that mindset. Always be wanting to help other people. And that's also going to help you, being a sergeant if you make it that far. Anyway, it's really, learn, study, learn how the Constitution works. Take classes. They're free in the military. But your mindset should be do the right thing. Always. But there's that. Anyway, that's
not a firearm, Sergeant. 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 Oh, Sergeant.
Crispy Bacon, always fun to see your username. Thank you so much. Jeremy's idea of tactics. It doesn't matter if you're tactical, as long as you're tactical. Yeah, basically, it's most people's idea of tactics, with the exception of people who actually learn tactics. San Phoenix says, MPs are the Army's version of a rat. Well, yeah. You don't want someone to report you? Don't do the wrong thing. Greg Evans, thank you so much. A few shekels for the cause, or a few beers. I love it. Thank you so much. The Army keeps good. The Army does have good engineers. Games Tech. They train in the same Fort Leonard Wood is where the engineers go through their OSET or AIT. Where do they go through? And the MPs also go through OSET there, as does the 88 Mikes. Those are truck drivers and the Chemical Corps. At least that's how it was when I was there. MP still had to call you for bombs. David? Yeah, no, that checks out. MPs don't go near bombs. I have a story about that, actually. We had a bomb threat. We had someone call in a suspicious package, and the assumption is, okay, it might be a bomb. We're on a military base, who knows? And I arrived, and there are two MPs who've arrived before me, just kicking the box around. I'm like, hey, you got to clear the area. There's a bomb threat. And they're like, yeah, it's right here. We're kicking it. Like, are you kidding me? They're like, it's full of hoodies. Like, and you opened it? Yeah. Stupid. Anyway. Oh, it's a whole thing, Kathleen. That's exactly what I was thinking. With the stop breaking the law. But oh, Corey, hey, you're an MP too. Hey, beautiful. Anyway, Frank Perry says military police are badass. Most of the offenders have guns and know how to hurt people. There are a lot of guns, and yeah, no, they'll kick your butt. There's some highly trained individuals. The thing is, though, as an MP, you do have the bonus of the rank structure, because even an intoxicated soldier, it can be easy to sort of get them to do what you need them to do, basically by appealing. So you have so much training that there are things you will just do automatically as a soldier often. So if I'm dealing with a drunk person, I might pull rank, and I can make that work because they will respond to that based on their experience in the military. If, of course, I have that higher rank. If not, I can call someone with higher rank, makes my job easier. If they start to fight, yeah, that might be a problem, but the beautiful thing about dealing with soldiers is there's often a way to get around fighting because you know how they're going to respond to certain things. You could say the same for civilian police dealing with civilians. You know, there should be alternatives to fighting. But civilians, you don't know what you're going to get. Whereas soldiers, you know everyone's been through the same training, and therefore you have some options that often work very, very well to sort of calm things down. But when it goes nuts, it goes nuts. Anyway, all right, I should stop rambling and get into this, shouldn't I? A few more donations. Thank you guys so much, by the way. Angry Drunk Bumblebees, phenomenal name. You've been here before. Loving the format, loving the mix of humor, maturity, experience, and involving the audience. You've got the balance right. I appreciate it. Gabe Thompson, thank you so much. Stunner question here. If pot becomes federally legal, would it be tax-free on base? How would it be regulated? I doubt the base would allow the sale of marijuana on base. I think it's more you're allowed to introduce it to base, but can't. I doubt they'll grant actual licenses to distribute. That's a great question, though. And the base could still, per, I think, 50 USC 797, which is like the base commander has a lot of authority to ensure the safety and security of the base, which is what filming on base is usually covered under, whereas filming a base off base is 18 USC 795, a discussion that we probably shouldn't get into because I slip into that one very easily. If anyone challenges me on that, I will absolutely talk about it. So let's not. Yeah, I assume the bases are still going to be like, hey, no, not here. I doubt they'll sell it. But if they did, yeah, there's a good chance it'll be tax exempt. Although, is everything tax exempt? I don't know. It might not be, but that's a very fun question. I'll have to think about that. Right, JP Pavilion, thank you so much again. Hello. We still need to collab, you hooligan. Where was I? Sorry, I just can't. JP Pavilion says, I can't wait for auditors to start using the phrase, I am a state certified auditor. I would love to see that. That would be hilarious. I would love it. Base Face, thank you so much. As someone who's been in the insurance business, I love nothing more than catching people who try to defraud us. Isn't it satisfying? Like, oh, you want to play that game? All right. And then you have the authority to do it. That's one of the things I miss about investigations is there's that moment where everything comes together. And you're like, gotcha. Coming at you, you big nerd. I say big nerd as a compliment, by the way. It's just a phrase. I insulted a soldier when I was in D.C. I was like, oh, what's up, you big nerds? He's, what? Well, I'm not a nerd. Like, okay, specialist, calm down, right? Like, I know we're all in the National Guard, but, like, still, my bad. Whoa, right? Like, I'm coming in like, hey, what's up? And he's, like, oh, let's not start anything. Anyway, he did not like that. He was and then, like, he'd pass by me like, oh, this guy, you like, I can hear you, stupid. Like, don't make me put you in the front leaning rest. I wouldn't have because we were in, I didn't want that image people to see and it go, into the news. Like, oh, this soldier was, Anyway, but I was waiting. Gia, thank you so much. Freddie was the best. Rip is beautiful. R.I.P. is beautiful. Genius soul. I know. Imagine what he would have produced if he was still around. Such a shame. Am I going to cover the insurance fraud video? Well, maybe. We'll see if she deleted the videos. So, Dennis Hudson, are you scared the mic is going to bite you or something tonight? That you don't want to get near it? No, it's because I'm used to it being here, so I keep leaning in that direction. But you're right. It's right there. It's a good call. If my audio's messed up, let me know. UKPI, thank you so much. You seem to have run out of plates to smash. Oh my God, I forgot to grab more. I still got bits and pieces. This one's big enough. Just got a pile. We'll just set that there. Yeah. Thank you. Caleb Morris, thank you. Caleb says, my guess is Jeremy found out the baby wasn't real, and that's why she's spitting fire now. Ooh, now that's a spicy take. Yeah, because she stopped talking about the baby, didn't she? I'm not saying it's not real. I'm just saying she stopped talking about it. Interesting. Okay, so the mic needs to be closer. Got it. All right. Yeah, keep me up. I don't know if my audio's no good. Hold on. I thought I saw something in the comments. Just in case 87 says, what are your thoughts on Jeremy's blackmail videos? Jennifer helping state or Jeremy threatening her, ruining him? Jennifer help. Oh, is Jennifer helping the state or? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure what that comment means. I'm sorry. Oh, where's the buzzer? Yeah, because I'm gonna need that, aren't I? Or won't I? Where did I put it? Here. It's here. That's on me, folks. All right, that's on me. I appreciate it. All right, I feel like I've hit everything. So let's get into it. About the videos, we have them. It's that guy right there. What's up? We're going to talk about it. And I'm going to pause a bunch. And if I gotta, I'll put it there. And this is here. You'll see why. And then, of course, I have that little view right there. So we're gonna you thought you could keep it from the public. And she's probably going to try to strike this one. But she released it. And I have it. And sorry. You know, once it's on the internet, I'm going to use it in a transitive nature. I'm going to transform it with my commentary until it's under fair use. So we can play that game. All right. What's disgusting? What do we... Anyway, all right. Let's start it. This one is the... is this the insurance fraud one? Or is... Oh, no. This is the officer down one. Okay. We're going to mute it. Because I don't want that audio to automatically flag anything. But yeah. Long intro. And people call me out for having a long intro. But that's because it's a stream. I'm doing a long bit so people can come in, right? I don't have long intros for my edited, like, produced videos, you know? The things that actually aren't done live. James, thank you. Right? You thought, you guys were like, oh no. And I'm being, oh no. But the joke's on you. All right, so Jeremy was on a funeral escort, it says, with Dylan, his brother, and a contractor named Mike. All right. Do that.
Dylan, we need to get moving, bro.
Notice that he's blocking this entire intersection.
It's done. I can't. We got lights, and they're not going to stop for him, and you know that.
And you'll notice, this one's actually a bit fun. You'll notice that these vehicles, I think you can see my mouse there, these vehicles making this turn, they're supposed to maintain that turn into the right-hand most lane, unless Florida does something super weird. And you'll see that they aren't all the way to left, because of course they are. Jeremy's blocking these lanes of traffic. Now, he shouldn't be blocking, you know what? Let me show you real quick. Let me pull this up to give you sort of that better demonstration. So, over here, we have these vehicles, right? I know, it's good. This is why I changed the setup. We have these vehicles. Now, they should be turning into this lane. But they're turning into this lane. Now, Jeremy should only be holding this lane. This is the only one that they are allowed to use. They get one lane of traffic. Because he's holding 2 lanes of traffic, it doesn't matter if they make that right-hand turn all the way into the right lane because everything's blocked. He's not allowed to do this. He is obstructing a lane of traffic. That is a crime. Now, I'm going to use the term crime to also mean traffic offenses, which may not be criminal activity and may just be more of a civil sort of fine, right? And people have called me out on that in the past. I just do that for the simplicity of it, right? Not everything is going to be jail time that I'm going to call them out for, but I'm just going to call it criminal activity or crime, despite the fact that it may be just, a civil ticket type situation. Don't worry about it. There is a difference. We're not going to get into that. But yeah, so because he's blocking 2 lanes of traffic, this one and, of course, this one, it's not unsafe for the vehicles to do that. He's just not allowed to do that, right? So, that's not what I wanted to do at all. It's all right. We'll fix it. Anyway, we're going to keep watching this. I'm going to figure out how to erase that now. Jerk. How do I... Hold on. I thought I had it all figured out. It's fine. We'll just... Look, it's a work in progress. We haven't fully tested this. Work. Why are you working? It's just not going to do it. It's very frustrating. Why? Anyway, well, it was fun while it lasted. We're just going to boop, get that out of there. Anyway, I'll fix it. Hey, Colonel Nathan R. Jessup, thank you so much. You're right, I ordered the cab driver to Code Red on Metro State. Now I'd gladly do it again. We're not there yet. All right, so let's keep.
I got nobody coming down the opposite lane right now, Dylan. Nobody. But be careful because there's people.
You weirdo.
Say again? Black Cadillac what? Like a sedan or a truck? Sedan. Okay, black Cadillac sedan and a silver Acura? Yeah. Roger. Careful, I got cars trying to come out of the businesses on the opposite direction, even though you have the clear lane. Let me see Dylan first. Once I see Dylan, then yeah, get on your bike. But let me see Dylan first, because if that light changes, I see you. All right, go, Mike. Go get the next light. Get the light that Mike was at. Careful, debris in the road, debris.
I mean, he's still breaking the law, but at least there's this communication. And he's not screaming at people. I'll
debris. Not you.
You see all these vehicles, the ones with their hazards on. Those are the ones in the funeral procession. That's going to be important in the next video we watch, and we'll go into that.
This is a motherfucking shitload of cars. Roger.
But they are close to each other, which is good. That's exactly what you want. It's for them to be close to each other so people can't slip in. I'll give them that one. Oh, video is louder than my microphone. My bad. Yeah, let me... I'm not saying anything important. I'm just giving commentary. All right. No, it's just the hazards are indicators that they are in the funeral procession, and I like that he's doing the communication really good. He's still breaking the law, but at least I'll give him credit where credit is due. But Yeah, he's like, oh, there's so many cars. Yes, and it's weird that there are that many cars, but this is why they hire you. And at least they're close together. The next video we watch, they're not at all. Blah. Frank Perry, thank you. I appreciate it. Kim, thank you so much. And Ibatha, thank you so much. Ironically, says Ibatha in New Zealand, the highway patrol cops are the bottom of the barrel ones. Really? Oh, interesting. Highway patrol here is usually pretty good. Kim, thank you. Thank you so much. Let me move that microphone. All right, well, I have it here because... What? Oh, that was weird. Okay, sorry. I've remapped a bunch of stuff, and I'm still trying to figure it out. Anyway, let's keep this party going.
Okay, yeah, I see that. I see that. Good job. Good call. Good call.
Good job. Jeremy complimenting people.
Still
Weird.
The Cadillac and the Acura.
How's my audio now, though? Alright, he's driving. Hold on. Wait. Okay, well, I have to do this.
Oh. Last vehicle is still the Cadillac and the Acura.
Alright. So goes to the right. I'd like to know if he signaled. That car could have made a right. Could have made that right turn. They only get that one lane of traffic. Now, Jeremy is in the procession right now. When he pops out for the intersection, he's not in the Escort, and therefore he can't use his lights. He can't actually be holding that intersection at all. Right now, he is in the Escort, and that's perfectly fine. Good. But he's in there for like a second. And now he's not in the Escort, and he has to turn off those lights. You can't use those lights if you're not doing the funeral escort. And because he's moved out of the way, he's in the second lane that the escort is not in, he can't use those lights. Basically, the statute that he uses is basically to be considered part of the escort, you have to have a lead vehicle, and then every vehicle who is in that escort either has to have amber or purple or white lights. No, amber or purple lights. Or they have to have their hazards on. You have to follow everyone as closely as possible. There's nothing that says you can pop out. There's nothing that says you can take a second lane. Right now, what he's doing is illegal. So we're going to do that. Dennis, thank you so much. I'm not flipped, actually. I just moved some stuff around. Yeah, let me... Oh, okay. I was like, Dennis, this is still bad. All right. We Gucci. Let's keep analyzing his nonsense. Excessive acceleration. You saw the vehicle go up and then down. That is a sign of excessive acceleration. I don't know what the requirements for excessive acceleration are in Florida, but that is definitely something that would grab my attention as law enforcement. So we're going to give him a tentative. Speeding. So he's not in the procession. They're holding the intersection while it's red. Okay. That part right there. You saw him hold his hand up, be like, hey, whoa. I wouldn't consider that directing traffic. Yeah, I'll turn it down a little bit more. Because it is loud. I wouldn't consider that. That's more of like a, wait, hold on a second. I'm relatively okay with that. He's still not supposed to be in that lane. If that person decided to make a right turn into the right-handmost lane, they are allowed to do that. That is not interrupting the funeral procession at all. That is not failing to yield to the funeral procession. They can absolutely enter that right lane because the funeral procession is not in it. Jeremy is not currently part of the funeral procession. So, I mean, him saying like, whoa, I'm going to give it to him, he's still wrong, though. Oh, I missed your super chat. Hold on. UKPI, I thought I... Hold on. Well, now I gotta hunt it down. Frank? Oh, wait, can't tech? Well, thank you for your £2 super chat. Blue Bacon can't tech. Oh, no, that's true. No, I see. I was thinking teach for some reason. I can't. There's a lot going on here. But yeah. San Phoenix, I put the chair there so I have more of an argument for fair use. But I figured with it in the tiny little screen, and now that I can draw on it, should be okay. Yeah, my tech stuff is a little, I'm figuring out as I go. How's my audio working? Anyway. Can the uploaded videos be used against them? I would say yes. They'd want the full videos. They'd probably not take this off YouTube if they could get the unedited version. But a lot of this doesn't require a lot of context to be like, yeah, that means the elements of a crime. So there you go. Taco Josh, hey, good to have you back. Thank you so much. Says, love the Bacontron 9000 while it lasted. Great to have you back, sir. Well, great to be back. Thank you very much. Now, I got it working again, I think. So we're gonna give it a go when it's time. But yeah, I'm okay with that hand gesture. Other things I'm not okay with, but that's not going to be impersonation in my mind. Oh, I think Rennie's texting me.
I need bikes up here. I need 2 bikes now. They're at fucking Fairbanks.
Whoa! Jeremy, language. All right, let me keep turning down my desktop audio. Rennie, let me know if this works. I'm just going to keep talking over it, and if that's working, let me know. Okay, so he's talking about 2 cars trying to pull out. Something he doesn't... Okay, I'm not going to make that joke. Some of you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that audio is better. Good. Bleh. Okay, would you... Okay, it is better, she says. Every time she texts, I have to check it. So, what we're seeing... If I can get this working. Wait. Stand by. There we go. No. There we go. Okay. So, I assume he's talking about vehicles that... Do you mind? This graphics card issue. Vehicle right here is about to pull out. This is the funeral procession. This is an entirely new lane of traffic. This person could not pull out into this left-hand lane, but it would be illegal for them to do so anyway, because you have to maintain, if you're making that right turn, you have to stay in the rightmost lane, unless Florida's doing something crazy. It is Florida, right? So this person can absolutely make that turn into that right lane without interfering with the procession at all. Jeremy does not understand this. He's not understood this for like, I don't know, 8 years. And it boggles my mind, right? Now we see on Jeremy, we see this road rash here. Different accent. Jeremy gets in accents because of the way he drives, I assume, and the nonsense. So there's that. Get rid of that. Boom. Moving right along. Come on, Jeremy. Let's do it. Do something crazy. Oh my god, the way that they just whip by each other kills me. Wait for it. No? Okay. Okay, so this is... The accident's already happened. We're going to rewind to talk about the accident because I was distracted by all the other things that are happening. And we actually see the accident happen. If we flip to that... Stand by. I'm going to do this until we get to that point. Alright, holding that vehicle. Yep, check, check, check. Holding that vehicle. I'm okay with that. The gesture, the rest of it, no, but the gesture is fine. Was that it right there? Okay, here we go. So the bikes can go by him. Thank you, Alex. Alright, we got a vehicle pulling out. Alright. And boom. Taxi comes out right there. It'd be great if this actually worked. Doesn't matter. I'm We all know where it is. All right, the taxi's right there, right? And whoever's on the bike, to avoid it, they're relatively okay. I don't know if there's actually any real collision other than the bike falling over, but that is the moment that it happens, and that is obviously not good. I'll give you guys a little zoomed in thing to see it. Get out of here. My pen's rolling away. And we're going to keep watching. Yeah. And then the guy pulls into the parking lot. And that's where we're at. And we're going to watch it from there. I'm going to up the audio, and then we're going to pause it. I'm going to talk about it.
No, he's not okay. You're in a funeral. You just cut through. Stay right there.
I had no idea, sir.
So you hear the taxi guy saying, I had no idea, sir. Jeremy's blocked his vehicle. He's saying stay right there. Is that impersonation? No. No. I would say no. Now, the guy is curious if Jeremy is a police officer. I believe that question is asked. And we do find out later that whoever was in the funeral, I guess, waved him through. And Dylan's zooming up the other lane. I'm tentatively going to say that this is the taxi driver's fault because he is required to yield to that traffic. Even if he's been waved in, there is a second lane. And the argument could be made that he would have been fine if the other driver was not hitting excessive speeds, but you'd have to establish that there was excessive speeding, which is also pretty tricky, right? Because if you said, well, I didn't see anyone, and I could see far enough that if a driver was going the speed limit and actually following the law, they would not have reached me in time for it to be an issue, then that is an argument he could make. But tentatively, I'm going to say the taxi driver is at fault. There are certainly arguments that can be made to counter this. I'm not debating that in any way, but arriving on this scene, my immediate thought would be, okay, we're going to say the taxi driver is, vehicle A. They're at fault. Vehicle B is the bike. And maybe that will change, and everyone will have the chance to go to court and figure it out. But, all right, Dylan didn't hit the cab. Good. Okay. And that is good. Melissa, thank you so much. Melissa says, my daughter's an Army MP and getting ready for patrolling infantry land in the upcoming 4-day. Jeremy would be so jealous. Oh, good old patrolling infantry. Oh, if they're drinking. It's always fun when they start drinking because weird things happen. It's great. So, yes. I mean, it looks like he was speeding, but the video I have, I'd have to do some math. I'd have to figure out, what the distance between the telephone poles are, which is not hard to find. The time it takes him, excessive speed, et cetera, et cetera. There's a lot that I would have to do. In this case, personally, I would call a traffic investigator to this one. They would have all that information. They'd be able to do it like that. My initial thought would be taxi driver's at fault. Maybe. We're going to start the investigation with that. That may not be how the investigation ends. Right? The mixer says, PB, you're so silly. The scar on his arm is from his bomb dismantling days in the Army. We'll get to that. Oh, man. Researcher Susie, thank you so much. It says, sorry to interrupt. Do you know my brother-in-law at JBLM? He was Deputy Base Commander Percy, USAF. No, I didn't meet many of the Air Force guys, unfortunately. I met a couple, but they were mostly on the civilian side with the DACP, the Department of the Army Civilian Police. I don't believe I met Commander Percy. Maybe. I'm not sure, but I would say no. Probably not. But, yeah. So, as far as the stay right there, is that ordering someone to pull over, is that initiating a traffic stop? What is happening? I would say no, because Jeremy doesn't know if his brother's been struck, because allegedly that's still in there. Doesn't know if his brother's been struck. If he has been struck, leaving the scene of the accident would be a felony. And unless Florida has something weird going on with their citizens arrest laws, Jeremy can absolutely stop someone from fleeing the scene of a crime or from, engaging in a felony. If he believes this guy's going to leave, which would be a felony, he can hold the guy there until police arrive. So his order to stay right there, I would say is fine because a civilian does have the authority to issue those instructions. I would be very careful issuing those instructions as a civilian because if you're wrong, you're in a lot of trouble. But in this case, with what Jeremy believes to be true, I do not think this is unreasonable. I would say this is not impersonation. So we're gonna hold off on that. Oh no. There are other crimes for sure, but that specific thing, him specifically saying that, I would say not impersonation. Pneumatic Towing, thank you so much. Pneumatic says, any idea when the Metro State tow trucks will be up for sale? I know. There's stuff popping up everywhere. Nothing I've seen yet really piques my interest, but I'm keeping the old eyeball out. Right? What about the switch? Doesn't that make Metro State in the wrong? Oh, we're getting to that. Yes, it does. Oh, boy, does it. We will get to that. So, let's keep going.
You want me to go up, Jay, or stay?
No, fuck it.
Language, Jerry. Stop it. Kids watch this. Hi, Sam. He's calling the non-emergency line, I believe. Why would you call 911?
Is this Winter Park PD? Yes, hi. I'm at the ABC Liquor. We're a funeral escort agency. Amir's taxi cab just hit my motorcycle.
I love that it's Amir. I love that it's Amir. Not his attorney Amir, but just a bit of humor there. Good times. Anyway, let's keep going.
He just hit my motorcycle. I have him stopped at ABC Liquor right now. I need a unit, please.
Same,
and also
Richard.
an ambulance. I have an officer down.
He said he was a funeral escort, so I'm going to allow him to say officer down. I hate that he said it, but at least he clarified that he's a funeral escort company immediately. I'll give him that. I don't like that he used officer down, but I'll give him that. This guy.
Right next to Performance Bicycle, at right by Howell Branch.
Some of your comments are brutal.
I'm sorry, at Winter Park Village. Winter Park Village. I got one of my guys is injured. One of my officers is down.
Okay, and you have security?
No, we're with the funeral escort agency, motorcycle agency.
And he does, look at him. He's clarifying. Jeremy, you could have been doing that the entire time when people say, are you police? All you have to say is, we're funeral escort. People don't know what that is, but it's a lot better than saying we're a state certified agency.
Okay. All right, and then is the driver still there, right, in the other vehicle?
Yeah, the cab driver's here. Okay. I need
All right, that certainly looks like Dylan.
you over here. Come here. Yeah, he's good.
David, thank you. David says, if Jeremy ran screaming at a car with his hand on his toy pistol and the driver shot him, would that be self-defense by the driver? I would say yes. Unless the driver actually believed he was a police officer. That actually could be tricky, and everyone could get in trouble for that one. I'd say yes. If the driver was able to articulate, oh, I thought he was pretending to be a police officer and was going to shoot me, and I was like, well, he's not, bam. Right? He has no lawful authority. I'd say self-defense. Certainly situation dependent. JP Pavilion, thank you. Officer down while the officer calls the real police officers. Yeah, can't make a police report. Jeremy, says J Pavilion, more or less. I paraphrased. Pretty for life, thank you. Says, with him being waived, there was no full collision. I don't think the cab driver would be at fault. The bike was speeding. He was not in the funeral. So initially I would think the cab driver's at fault. However, there are a lot of other things in play that would be like, okay, are they speeding? Being outside of the escort doesn't actually matter in this case. It would if they were required to yield. However, they aren't required to yield. They're still required to yield to vehicles because I believe they had that. Maybe they had the green light. Maybe it was a red light. There are a lot of factors. There are a lot of factors, right? Metro State's wrong. I'm not sure this particular collision is Dylan's fault. Although I would be happy to have evidence that 100% established that. It's just, right now, very, very tentatively, it looks like that cab driver is probably in the wrong there. Regardless of the speeding, you'd still have to establish what that speed was and whether it was reasonable for that cab driver to pull in. But then you can counter-argue, well, they couldn't see the person on the bike, therefore it was not safe for them to cross that lane of traffic. The counter-argument would be, well, the speed meant that they were farther back and crossed the distance more quickly, so the cab driver would absolutely have believed that, you know, they should have been able to see anyone that was driving at a reasonable rate of speed. At that point, you draw diagrams and angles, and it becomes a mess. But without having done all of that, and I'm sure all those angles could definitely change how this all worked and what the story was and who's at fault, I would initially put the cab driver at fault before the investigation.
Thank you. Be careful.
Arash, thank you.
One of the officers, ma'am.
Yeah, I'm tempted to actually calculate that, just to see what the speed was, and then I'll put out a little statement, be like, yeah, he's going this speed, definitely wrong.
One of my guys.
I'll have to check.
Hey, he's 32. He just went down. Ma'am, I can't. I'm directing traffic. I just need vehicles here, please.
Ooh, see, that directing traffic isn't a great statement, but it's not really going to hurt him because there is a bike in the road. It's not unreasonable for a civilian to come out and be like, yeah, you know. I'd give it to him. I'm gonna give that one to him.
Okay. Thank you.
Ryan says that cab could have dipped off. Yes, but they would have been committing a crime. In Florida, if you leave before you've exchanged information, we'll get to that. That is a second-degree misdemeanor. If you flee the scene of an accident, that is a felony, actually. So, yeah, cab driver in this case, regardless of who's at fault, needs to stay to actually exchange information. And if they are at fault, leaving would be a felony. Potentially, if there's bodily injury, which there is. So. We haven't gotten their med yet. We're about to get to the insurance fraud.
Dylan, I need you to come here.
So Dylan looks a little, maybe wobbly. And at some point in the video, Jennifer says, oh, was it insurance fraud? Or was it trying to protect Dylan from getting a DUI because he was intoxicated? Apparently, Jeremy told her that Dylan was actually intoxicated. So I would say that probably, that seems unlikely. It's possible. I do know that Dylan drinks. As an adult, it's fine. Smokes weed. I don't know if he still smokes weed, but he was very marijuana motivated around graduation, slightly after. But, you know, he's just been hit. You know, I think Jeremy's trying to cover his own butt. And Dylan's wobbliness, he's just been hit. Like, there's going to be a lot of chemicals going through his brain. I think it's entirely possible he is sober. I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to get into... I would not feel comfortable making an arrest based on how Dylan is acting based on this video. Now, of course, if I was there and I smelled alcohol, a different story, but I don't know.
I need to know if you're okay. If you're okay, go over to my motorcycle, get your helmet on, and stay over there. I don't care. You just do what I'm telling you, please. Just get away from this guy right now.
Yeah, get away from him. Yeah. All right, here we go. So, let me... Boop. If you're wondering why Jeremy told Dylan to leave the scene, there are two stories to choose from, according to Jeremy. See, I do this all the time. I'm like, oh, let me explain. And then it gets explained right after. I was like, jerks. Making me look like a crazy person. Playing. Story 1. Dylan was under the influence while he was riding. Or... Story 2, Jeremy had to play the victim because his personal auto insurance wouldn't cover any accident during business use. See, the reason I think this is likely is because we know that Jeremy, we know his insurance did not cover business use. He used Esurance? He used something, no, Progressive, I think it was. And they don't, whoever he used does not cover vehicles that are used commercially, right? So if this accident had occurred and he's like, yeah, someone else who works for me was driving, his insurance company just wouldn't cover it. And that would be a really bad thing. And so, of course, Jeremy doesn't want that. I can absolutely see him being like, all right, I will take this. This is me. Blah, you know, it's not my fault. I'm the victim of this situation. But it's a whole thing. Gishmaki. How do I used to... I know we've gone over how to pronounce it. Is it Geschmacke? I'm sorry. I'm the worst. Thank you, though. Jeremy is absolutely amazing. He just can't do anything 100% legally. What he did, switching victimhood with Dylan, is so low grade. Even low grade for Jeremy. By the way, my name is pronounced Geschmack, like Mach 1. I love that you put that in there as I'm trying to figure out how to pronounce your name. We've had this conversation. Geschmack. I'm never going to remember that. just every time you type a comment, just put Geschmack and then the comment. Geschmack. All right. Anyway, we're fine. I'm good. We're good. All right. Insurance. Good. Okay. I had it right the first time, potentially. Anyway.
Is this you? Yeah, you're good. I thank you very much. Thank you. No,
that is nice that he blocked that traffic, though.
Yeah, do you have a card or something?
I don't. I give you my name and number. If
okay.
You want it.
Yeah.
So I assume he's trying to be like, were you a witness? Right, get me information. And of course,
Dylan,
we have...
Can I talk to you for a second?
Dylan, we have other guy. I think is he standing next to the cab driver right there? It seems weird.
I don't need you to be the victim.
Oh. Here we go. Turning this up so we all hear it.
I need you to be clear from this. I know you're hurting, but I want to be on the bike so I can get your bike squared away and taken care of. What do you need to say, dog? I don't know.
That's a crime.
I need you to put your helmet on so that way they can't see you. Get on my bike and go park over there right now.
That's a crime. See, even as the victim, you still got to stick around, right? Because you still have to establish, or the insurance company or the police have to establish who is at fault, right? So maybe he's the victim. Maybe he's not. He has to stick around to give that information. Jeremy, tell him to leave. Well, now this guy is leaving the scene of an accident as a second-degree misdemeanor. Well done, stupid. Congratulations. That is a problem. Andrea, thank you so much. Little bear flying through the sky. Anyway, yeah, Dylan looks a little out of it. I can absolutely see why, like, the story that he is under the influence would make sense, but he just seems very shaken. And I've seen this with someone going through shock. He might be going through shock. I don't know. I'm not going to say this is unreasonable for someone who has been in an accident, especially if this is your first time, right? I've seen people in accidents that were definitely sober behave like this. So I'm gonna say that it's not DUI. Maybe I'll be proven wrong at some point, but it's definitely a possibility that there's no alcohol or drugs in the system.
Carefully, please. I know.
Poor bike.
Hello? Yes.
I feel like a concussion. I don't know. I don't think it's concussion. He has the helmet. He didn't hit that hard. I mean, it's possible, but where did my video go? There we go. What is happening? Is it? Now it's working. Okay. I mean, maybe a concussion. I think it's more shock than anything. Also, yeah, UKPI, he's standing next to the taxi driver is what I thought. Why? The taxi driver, I don't think the taxi driver paid attention. And he's like, wait, is that the person or is that... Who was it? Right? I don't think he ever said that. I don't know. I don't think I ever heard him contradict Jeremy's statement. So, yeah, did they talk? Did they not? I don't know. The taxi driver does not care. I don't know. Dennis says, and thank you so much, Dennis. He says, it's not me in this video. That's not my voice.
Yeah, it's just me. Yes. I'm okay. I'm just banged up.
And that's where he filed a false police report, which could be a felony in Florida. Not sure, but that's a really big deal. This is him filing a false police report. That's a big crime. that crime a big one. Yeah. Well done, Jeremy. You criminal mastermind, you. Recording all of it. If I had recorded this, I would have deleted the footage immediately. That SD card is getting broken and run through a gauntlet of magnets. Come on. Jesus Christ.
I'm fine.
RFD, thank you. If JD did not wear body cameras, his life would be so different right now. Absolutely. Which is why I'm saying run that puppy through some magnets. And Ryan, yeah, he says he claims he never had an accident on his Escort. We know that's not true because there are police reports and there are all sorts of things. I remember when he claimed that. When did he claim that? I don't know. It's a whole thing.
I'm fine.
First degree misdemeanor in Florida for false police report, says Samantha. Thank you so much. First degree misdemeanor is up to a year in jail, and I forget what the monetary fine is. But it's a big deal. It's a lot of jail.
No, I don't have any serious injuries. The bike took all of it. My boss didn't realize how bad. He thought I was hurt because I.
Boss. Oh, I thought they were contractors, Jeremy. Yeah, well, they're just words, right? They don't have meaning. Anyway.
Help you look that up? No,
okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyway, so the police come. He tells them, oh, no, I'm fine. And then he refuses medical attention because, of course, there's nothing medically wrong with him other than his brain, ladies and gentlemen. Other than his brain. Yeah. And his riser. No. Which is not a bone injury like some people want to claim it is. Not in the context Jeremy uses it. But anyway. So. Yeah. And then people show up. And he calls off the ambulance. The EMTs still show up. They generally show up in a fire truck. This fire truck's like ready to go. Whereas the ambulance, you might need to sort of pack some things in. Depending on what you're responding to. So fire usually responds first, and then the ambulance will show up if there needs to be transport, etc. Which is why you'll often see fire respond to a medical scene, which is what they're doing exactly here. I've very, very rarely had an ambulance show up when there's a medical emergency. It's usually always fire, unless we actually needed to transport. For those of you who don't know, now you know. It's good stuff, right? Geschmack, I got it right that time. I'm fairly certain. Thank you so much. Says, how can you tell when Jeremy Dewitte is lying? His lips are moving. And you put the pronunciation in there too. Yay. I was so good at this. Yay. Arash, thank you so much. Says, I would say he got the money to start his business from the first accident the same way. I believe that is what happened. Is he won a civil suit, or his insurance paid a bunch of money, or something happened, and he got enough money to buy a bunch of vehicles. Then bam. You know, now look where you got himself. Good job, Jeremy. Well done. Just phenomenal. Yeah, why didn't he call his own ambulance to the scene? But yeah, no, that's basically that video. You know, and then he drives off into the sunset. Pew, just pew, just a pew. Anyway, but I digress. So that's that. That's where that one's at. And this isn't the coma one. That was a different thing, I think. Yeah, no, that was definitely a different one because there's actual medical records for that. Because they were introduced as evidence, which is how we got them. But yeah. Oh, boy. America First. Yeah, Jennifer just took it out of the videos she put up. Good thing I still have them. And I'd like to thank the people in my Discord for making that happen. You guys are phenomenal. Saved my bacon. Saved my bacon. Because blue. Anyway. What are we going to watch when Jeremy goes away? We got First Amendment auditors. We got sovereign citizens. We got all sorts of fun stuff. I can make fun of No, because they'll copyright strike me. I was going to say cops. But no. Fecal time bomb. Thank you. Says you better figure it out. You're right. I do have to figure it out. But yeah, so Jeremy, that is a first-degree misdemeanor for you, potentially. And for Dylan, that is a second-degree misdemeanor for you. So well done. more crimes. Why'd she take them down? Why did Jennifer take down the videos on the Metro State channel, the channel that she took control of, that she's definitely not supposed to have control of? I believe it's because she made her own channel so that she could monetize it and make money, because I'm sure all the money from YouTube goes to Jeremy's account, and it's not much money. You'd be surprised how little money YouTube videos make when you get only a few thousand views. Some of you think I'm rolling in dough, which is absurd, but not based on the stream, because I do have a lot of donations to the streams, and you guys are phenomenal. I thank you so much for it, and I use it to buy all sorts of fun stuff. You'll see stuff. You'll see. No, I can't give anything away. You'll see in the next couple weeks what that money's being used for. But yeah, no, Jeremy's not making that much money from this. Chris Nelson, and well, neither I think will Jennifer. Chris Nelson, thank you so much. Says Sergeant. Also, and yeah. Also, what does Jennifer have to offer other than Jeremy Dewitte content, which is already sort of running down? Other than, of course, what she has, which means it might continue for quite a while, actually. But how much will interest stay up after he's been convicted? I feel like no, because once he's convicted, who cares, right? It's over. So, better start releasing quick, Jennifer. You only got a few months at most. So, yeah, CP thinks I'm rich. That's right. Those of you who don't know who CP is, he's some guy in Scotland who's very upset that I get donations. Like, sorry, don't donate to me if you don't want to donate. It's a multi-step process. It's hard to do. And if you can't afford it, please don't donate. But if you're like, I want to support this channel, well, I thank you so much. I put a lot of my free time into this, and I really do appreciate it. And then, of course, that buys better equipment. I just, updated my light setup. I'm using a camera that I definitely bought through your donations, a $1,000 camera. It's very nice. And I hate that I just did the Borat voice for that. But yeah, like these things, this desk, I already had this. But yeah, like you guys keep this going, and your support makes it better. So anyway, he's mad, so he made up a fake rape allegation against me, because that's the normal, appropriate way to deal with it. Oh, the ice cream truck's rolling by. I always forget about that. Anyway, can we send plates? Yes. Our PO box, something weird happened. We have to reset the whole situation. But anyway, A Chase, thank you so much. Did anyone let Amir the cabbie know about Jeremy's victim switcheroony? I don't know, but they definitely. I mean, it might be a little late now. I don't know when this happened, but wouldn't that be fun? I digress. When Jeremy is finally sentenced, you need to open the bottle of whatever it is you have on your set on your left. You mean my Tabasco sauce? I don't even think this is good anymore. Do I have to keep this refrigerated? I don't think it says. Oh, it might still be good. Whoa. No, I think it's still good. Anyway, but I buy his house. I don't want his house. Gross. I want one of his badges. I'd want one of his vehicles. I don't have the money for it, but I'd want one if it still had the decals, which it doesn't. There's a helmet up for sale that does still have the decals, but I don't ride, so I'm not gonna. Well, it is tempting to make it like a little trophy. It's very tempting. That's what's tempted me the most so far. I'm going to see what else pops up. Also, maybe one of his air horns. Just to be like, yep, this is one of Jeremy's air horns. And it's blah. It'd be a good time. But Lux, we'll be popping open some alcohol when he's convicted, if he's convicted. He's already been convicted of one thing, so I feel safe in saying that more will follow. But anyway, Steven, thank you so much. Hello, fellow West Coast friend. Use this to block the setting sun. Good call. Yeah, I don't think the sun's going to have a problem. We're going to have a problem with that today, because before, when I do the late streams, it like comes in and hits me right in the face. And the Borat voice was very nice. Thank you. Anyway, you guys want to watch that second video, which is just me hitting this? It's going to be one of the classic Jeremy videos, right? I think this one's, I don't know if this one actually has a date, but it's going to be like the old days where we just watch videos of him breaking the law and just hit that button repeatedly. Jay Pavilion, yeah, I could probably sneak you in. at some point. Thank you very much. Take my Dr. Phil money and buy a helmet. Don't bid what they want. No, I didn't get money from Dr. Phil. They paid for my gas in my hotel room. I went there for free, and it was great, and I'm glad I did. And people are like, well, you were only there for like 2 seconds. I don't even care. It was so fun watching him make a fool of himself live in person. Yay. Anyway. Yeah, right. $200 is a lot for a helmet. Like, I might just bid low, you know, like give an offer. There's some stuff on. There's an eBay where it's being put up, but I don't have the link to that. To buy one of his bikes. I don't know how to ride a motorcycle. I really don't. I'd love to, but he's selling them for way too much. Anyway, yeah. Classic Jeremy video. Let's do it. Pause. Hold on. Vlad, I will be doing, not today, but I'm thinking Monday or Wednesday. I'm going to be doing the airsoft analysis. Someone bought the helmet. All right, so it's not going to, yeah, so I can't have it. Oh, well. Sorry, just catching up in comments. Yeah, okay, so I won't get the helmet, and that's fine, because I probably was never going to get the helmet, but there we go. H.Ace, thank you so much. Prediction, JD will do a Thelma and Louise instead of going to jail. Ooh, that would be spicy. That would certainly be interesting. Maybe. I don't know. But wouldn't that be a fun little twist? Oh, yeah, the intro. Ugh. Chargers 10K. Yes, definitely. Oh, so my chat bought the helmet. Oh, good for you. Good. I want videos of you wearing it, making a fool of yourself. UKPI, thank you. Just for the scout and flag at the front of the buzzer. It's not okay, it's not supposed to be the scout and flag. It just happens to be that. It lights up red. You know, it's just, maybe it was intentional. I don't know. That's not why I bought it. I didn't know. I didn't know that it was the Scottish Scotland flag when I got it. But I don't know if they still have his passport, though. I have zero idea. But anyway. Oh. There we go. All right. Class A uniforms were required for certain Metro State funeral escort services. Yes, anything. Well, actually, no. I think she said it, so I'm not gonna even say anything. We're just gonna let that ride. All right. Class A requirements: services for fallen officers, veterans, politicians, etc. This video is a snapshot of Jeremy Dewitte and Metro State.
Get everybody up here now.
Oh, Jesus. Look at him. What was that? Oh. No, I've gone too far. We'll just do it again. It's fine. Service for fallen officers, veterans, politicians, etc. The video is a snapshot of Jeremy Dewitte and Metro State during those funeral escort services.
Get everybody up here now.
Yeah, is this one just your voice, Jeremy? Because that sure looks like your face. That's your face right there. Well, that's beautiful. Yeah. The morning badges does frustrate me quite a bit. Like, bro, stop it. It's too much. All right, I'm going to turn down the volume on this. And we're going to keep going. All right, at a funeral.
Get up here.
Stop, God, bro. It's a cemetery. Stop yelling in the cemetery. You're gonna wake the dead. Anyway.
Careful, there's dirt on that spot.
And he wants to tell me that uniform does not look like a police officer. Get over yourself, dude. Oh, this part's great.
Take them to each light, drop them off, and work your way to the Huey light.
Wait. What am I buzzing myself for? I'll do it. But what am I buzzing myself for? Oh, that horrible joke. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Ken will, you'll go with Dylan because there's 3 lights, literally.
Literally 3 lights. All right, so the Escort hasn't started. Their light should not be on. This does not look like a private road. Maybe it is. I don't know. It doesn't look like it, though. So they're holding this vehicle here. They shouldn't be. Escort hasn't started? Question mark. Right? They should be leaving this lane of traffic open. I would say.
Sir,
And here comes Jeremy to tell them.
Okay, just calm down. As soon as we're out of the way, we'll move for you.
Okay, so the appropriate way to do that is, sir, I understand your frustration. We're part of funeral escort. We have, it's a funeral. Do you mind waiting just a couple minutes? Or if you would like me to help you turn around so you can take a different road, we can absolutely make that happen. But right now, would you please just mind waiting just like a minute? Right? Just because you gotta be really sort of apologetic because you don't have any authority to actually stop him at this point because the escort has not started. Right now, you're just blocking traffic. So, I personally would be like, oh, I'm so sorry, but do you mind, please? Because there's a dead body there. Or I'd be more than happy to assist you with turning around. That simple. He doesn't have to be this aggressive, but he is. Buzzer for the shirt I'm wearing. Yeah, you're right. It's not blue.
Thank you. If you have such an issue, back up a little bit, do the U-turn and go.
See, and there you go. Except, don't be so aggressive about it. Offer to help, then make that turn.
Not, sit tight. Thank you.
Are you a police officer, sir?
Are you a police officer, sir? Right? Come on, Jeremy. How are you gonna... come on.
Sir, we're state agents. We have the right to access all traffic. You need...
First of all, you're not a state agent. Second, we have the right to access all traffic. That doesn't even make sense. So we're going to hit him with that one. We have the right to access all traffic. Literally meaningless. Does not make a single bit of sense. I just don't understand what that was. But I don't know. JP Lane, you should eat bacon, obviously. Anyway.
You need to calm down for me, please. I'm begging you.
I'd love to see him. I'd love to see him in a call center trying to work.
Will, watch this idiot in this fucking white
Damn, dude. Calm down.
red car. We need to get these limos out first. Dylan, this red car that we're yelling.
If you send me that helmet, Go Army MP. Go Army MP. Get out of here, you. No. Go Army MP says whoever bought the helmet should send it to Blue to display for his stream. I'm sure he will send it back. I will autograph it and send it back as long as I get to put it on for the stream.
Yelling at the light.
Yeah.
Right, let me move. I'll take this light, and then let's.
Can you hear me over his audio? I can turn it down or up. Either way.
Let's go. Come on.
What is this? Right? What is this? So, I don't know. I mean, yeah, okay. Like, hey, let's go. It almost feels like he's trying to do the rally from the army. It's like, rally, on me or rally that location. I don't know. It's just, let's go. You've got a radio, dude. They're listening. You don't need to do that. I mean, it's not bad. It's just, I'm picking it apart because I don't like him, right? If this was someone I actually respected, I wouldn't say anything. And I will absolutely admit that. It's just like, Jeremy, stop being so extra. And PebMet, thank you so much. PebMet says the prosecutor is probably only willing to offer a plea just to end this and save some cost from a court case. With all the videos, I would not offer anything close to favorable for Dewitte. I absolutely agree with that. And that's generally why a plea deal is offered, just to save time. And this is going to be a long case. But I don't think that plea deal is going to be very good considering, how long Jeremy's already dragged this on. The longer you drag it on, generally the less your plea deal is going to be. Although that's not always true. but it's certainly a possibility and something you want to be cognizant of if you are sort of playing the old plea deal game. You know? Oh, Valorous. Yeah, oh, good choice for Fritos and Tabasco sauce. Ooh, sounds amazing. Don't record any crimes with the helmet. I'm gonna impersonate Jeremy, commit crimes, get him in more trouble. I'll drive past people in my car, stick my head out the window with the helmet on. I'm Jeremy Dewitte. You better do what I say, and just drive off. That would be incredible. Oh man. All right. We're getting ready. We're getting ready on the old button. James, thank you so much. The old knife hand. These are people. These are family members of the dead person, and you're screaming at them. Come on. I think he needs like the light up sticks just to, you know. There's an idea. That way you don't have to scream. Ugh. I still suck at tech, but the audio is good. All right. When's the Netflix series coming out? I wish I knew. Aaron, thank you so much. I am biased against a terrible excuse for a human being. You see nothing wrong with that. Yeah. See Carl Go. How's it going? Welcome to the party. Thank you so much. Says late. Sorry, you are chocolate cheesecake milkshake. Oh, chocolate cheesecake milkshake every day. Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, I cannot. They're like pedestals. I'm like, That's where the cheesecake's at. Yes. Norman, thank you. The Mixer says, disclaimer, I'm not condoning writing from the law. That being said, I could so totally see Jeremy heading for the mountains. Yeah, it wouldn't really surprise me. Would be a good idea, but it wouldn't surprise me. All right, dealing with traffic. And we notice, again, they're not making that correct right-hand turn. Whatever. All right. Excessive acceleration. He does have his white lights on in this one, I believe. So he's not in the funeral procession. He's using the lights. No bueno. Steve, thank you so much. Says, I'm Jeremy Dewitte. Get out of my funeral and pull over. Why is his helmet? Oh, no. Yes, basically. Let's see. I don't know what the speed limit is here, so I'm going to... Again... Actually, no, I'm not going to let him do that one because there are 3 lanes of traffic. And if that person's making a right-hand turn, they are allowed to do that because they will not be in any way interfering with that procession. The procession's all the way on the left. That person will be making a turn into the right-hand lane. Jeremy's in the middle where he shouldn't be. So that person can absolutely go, Jeremy, you should not be holding your hand out to stop them. In a 1-lane road, I'd be okay with that. But that is not the case here.
The light from Washington, Oliver Garden's red, so they're going to sit for a few seconds.
Which is smart, yes, because they're not allowed to enter the intersection while the light is red, which we will see him do many, many times.
I'd rather them sit till it turns.
Okay, let me rephrase that. The lead vehicle cannot enter while the light is red. Once that lead vehicle is entered, everyone else then gets to as well. But there are some caveats with that we're going to get into.
Green, then us fucking kill ourselves. Roger. They're going to sit at Washington. It's fine. Let them sit. Let the gaps get smaller. Let's get everybody up here as best as we can.
Good communication.
We're about to hit Will's favorite area.
That vehicle in the right lane should be able to go. If that light... Yeah, right on red. They should be able to make that right on red unless they have a red arrow. Jeremy cannot hold that lane. I don't know what he's doing with that. I think he's motioning to one of his other guys. How can he go to all the cemeteries in my town? All of them have parks in the... Parks the name. Dewitte is literally a redheaded stepchild. Oh, you guys. Brutal!
Dylan, don't take Washington. Well, hold in the garden. Just wait till it turns green. Kind of get in the turning lane and slowly move out. All right, Dylan, it just turned green. Block that shit. Whoever's rolling, move on.
Jeremy,
Make the
language.
left. Go up to Formosa.
Stab it.
Whoa!
Mimosa.
What
Okay.
the fuck are you doing?
They're making a legal, lawful right-hand turn. Because there are 3 lanes of traffic, they will be turning into the right hand and the middle lane. The lanes that your Escort is not involved in. You don't get to do this. They can absolutely make that turn. Jeremy, this is very obvious stuff.
I don't give a fuck!
Jesus. Don't be this guy. This is unacceptable behavior. Duma Lupe, thank you so much. If my every alleged wrongdoing were recorded in excruciating detail and uploaded to the web, I would have to burn off my fingerprints with acid and move to a cave on the Dnieper River. I'm glad you had the pronunciation for me. Or maybe Scotland. Yeah, you can meet up with CP. You guys talking about my little Scottish flag there. No, yeah, no. If this was happening, what you should do is sort of stop making yourself a public figure. Jeremy did not learn that. I told him that in the beginning too. Like, maybe you should do this. And he's like, no, Dr. Phil. Dennis, thank you. Says, I need to take my EVOC again after watching this guy. He melts my brain. Yes, EVOC being emergency vehicle operation course. Is that right? I've been through it. You'd think I'd know. I don't even. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna give him that.
You don't see me sitting right here?
It doesn't matter. You're not in their way. You're not in their turn lane. Oh my God. Excessive acceleration. You can tell when that bike raises up. We're just gonna do that for fun. Excessive speed, potentially. Again, you don't get to hold that right turn lane. So that's for whoever's at the intersection. You'll get to use your lights in that lane. We're going to give him that. Oh, this is super dangerous. Crossing a double yellow line, driving on the wrong side of the road. We're going to give him 2 for that. Reckless endangerment. Reckless endangerment. That light is red. He's just unlawfully entered that intersection as the lead vehicle. Assuming he is the lead vehicle, he's just unlawful. He does not get to enter that intersection while that light is red when he's the lead vehicle. He does not understand that. He does. Actually, he does know that he's not supposed to do that. He just does it anyway because there's no police here. So whatever. Now, at some point, there is a police vehicle in the procession. It appears to be part of the actual procession itself. I think these are videos from... These might not all be from the same funeral escort. I've said before, and I maintain this, that if police are in the escort and they are participating in it, then... it's likely they could actually deputize him to hold intersections, right? Only while they're with him, though. Because the tactics he's using are totally appropriate for a police officer to use because they have the authority to do it. He, as a civilian, does not have the statutory authority that he thinks he does, right? Police would. He's behaving like police. I think it's because he did this with police officers and went, oh, this is how it's done, as opposed to, oh, this is how police are lawfully allowed to do it. He is not lawfully allowed to do it that way unless the police have authorized it while they are working with him. And generally, they wouldn't even do that unless they actually thought he was a police agency. And I've talked to people who have sources in the area who are like, oh, yeah, no, like, police definitely thought that Metro State was an agency they just hadn't heard of, right? And so they let him do this. They had no problem because they thought that he was allowed to do it. He is not. H.A. thank you so much. H.A. says maybe it's just narcissism, but Jeremy seems weirdly incapable of seeing how much of a danger to the community he is. It's a wonder he's still alive. I absolutely agree with you on that. It's kind of nuts. It's just this guy, you know? And Alphabet Soup asks if, as a civilian directing traffic, isn't he liable if there's a crash? I want to say yes, but that's civil law. I want to say yes. I'm going to tentatively say yes. Let's keep going. Why are you blocking that
Stay
guy?
there. You.
Here's the thing. Why is he blocking this lane right here? They're not going. They're not making. Are they making a left
Let's
turn?
go.
They're not. I mean, these vehicles are going straight. I don't even know where the Escort is. But these vehicles, no one's making that left turn. So there's no reason for him to block oncoming traffic. It does not make sense. Rennie will have to be the next stream. I completely forgot. Next stream. It's going to be a good stream. They don't. Do they have their hazards on? Yeah, they're going straight. There's no reason to block this oncoming traffic.
Let's go.
Unless that person was in the turn lane, in which case, okay.
Watch it.
This right here. For this, we're whipping out the old pen. All right. So we have. Okay. Well, it would help if I did this and then this. We have this vehicle here, or we would if this were. This is so much more difficult than it should be. This vehicle here, all right? This vehicle has the right of way. We have one of the motorcycle individuals drive. I can't talk and draw. They drove up onto the sidewalk, around the traffic. Now, driving onto the sidewalk, definitely illegal. All right, that in Washington, that would be wheels off roadway, almost certainly. I don't know what they call it in Florida, but it should be something wrong. I don't know, but it's almost certainly a crime, right? And it's definitely when he pulls back in and he goes in front. Okay, well, no, stop it. He goes in front, and this vehicle is still trying to go, and they almost hit here. I like that diagram. I'd like to see someone see that and go, "What is that diagram?" Without the context, it would not make sense. But that's a huge problem, and we're going to watch it so that you guys all know how absolutely horrific this is. And I lost it when I saw it.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
And you know what? I'll allow the swearing because I would have sworn at that guy too. We're going to watch that again. Because it's bad.
Yeah,
and
we're going
here
straight.
they come.
Let's go!
There's one of his guys on that side. And look how long he's on that sidewalk. Right? Like, look how long he's up there. That's nuts. Super illegal. Oh, it kills me. And then... Oh, my... Can you imagine what that driver's thinking? Just like, excuse me? Oh.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Oh. And Jeremy's like, oh, we fire them if they do things wrong. Did you fire that guy? Kind of feel like you didn't. So that's one for not firing him. And that's one for the guy going on the sidewalk and then failing to yield and then cutting off traffic and almost dying. Wow. Just horrible. Yeah, my arrow keys don't do it for some reason. Unless... No. Only the space bar. Okay, yeah, okay, that vehicle does look like they're making a left turn, so he can hold them, that's fine.
Come on, let's go. Let's go. What's your fucking problem?
Language, dude. Now, there is a problem with his Escort, and the problem is these vehicles are weirdly spaced. They're way too far apart, which generally what you want to do if that's happening. And I'm saying this as an MP who's one of his main combat roles. I never deployed, but, you know, of course, we trained for it. One of my main combat roles was convoy security. So we knew how to run a convoy, right? That and detaining operations, but it doesn't matter. Convoy security. When your convoy gets too spread out, the lead vehicle slows down and everyone sort of closes back in. Jeremy's not doing that because he doesn't have that kind of control. He has enough people that he could maintain that kind of control pretty easily. He needs to be in communication with either his own lead bike or car, or wherever he has employed or contracted, or he needs to be talking to whoever the funeral person is, right, in their lead vehicle, because sometimes funeral homes have their vehicle as lead vehicle with the family. He needs to be in communication with them to say, hey, slow down so everyone can catch back up. That's what you need to do. Not only to be safe, not only to keep people from entering your procession, but also because legally, to be considered part of the procession, you have to maintain as close a distance as possible to the vehicle in front of you who is also in the procession. They're not doing that. This procession is like a few multiple processions. It's all messed up. It's horrible. It's absolutely terrible. Dr. Rabbit, thank you so much. And for him to be like, we're professionals. Absolutely not. Looking at that, looking at the way that procession is going, you are not. You are horrible. Well, but them, cool. You're supposed to be controlling this. They're paying you to help control this. Why are you not controlling it? This is your fault. You're bad at your job. For many reasons.
Wait.
That's... Would that be lane splitting? I don't know. It's something. It's definitely not what you're supposed to do. Wire transform into things so you can plug in the buzzer. Probably yes. Alright, I don't know what color that light is. It's almost certainly... Yeah. So he just entered the intersection with the red light. As the lead vehicle, he entered as with the red light. He'd only enter when the light is red if the lead vehicle of that procession has entered when it was green, right? Once the lead vehicle has entered an intersection and it has obeyed the traffic control devices, everyone else gets to ignore the traffic control devices who is in the procession following them. Lead vehicle does not get anything special. So he's just broken the law. He's just ran a red light, and now he's obstructing the intersection. So there you go. Gino, you can actually look through my videos and find that I do have other content. It's pretty easy. I was real law enforcement. Yes, though. Glad I get to help you with that. So yeah, that's 2 there. And he's directing the procession, so I'm going to allow that.
Good.
And I'm going to say no when he holds traffic, because he absolutely does not, at the moment, have any authority to say, hold on, yield to us, because he unlawfully entered that intersection. Absolutely not. So we're going to give him that.
I got it then. Go to the next light.
Aaron, thank you so much. Aaron says, maybe I'm weird, but I try to make sure I do my job properly. I even, on occasion, ask my boss if I'm still on track just to make sure. Jeremy doesn't have a boss. That's his problem. He makes it up as he goes. He has no one above him to sort of run this stuff past. That is one of the major problems, is he's like, maybe this will work, and then nobody tells him no, and he gets away with it for long enough that it just becomes the standard. And then he goes, well, now I have the standard. Can I go above it? And it got to the point where we're at right now. Gino Bitrocelli says, I was an MP, not a real cop. Military police are real law enforcement. Glad I could help you. Let's keep watching.
Get everyone out of the way and stop. I got an unmarked Orange County right here. Unmarked Orange County.
And he's calling out the unmarked Orange County. It's kind of like, hey, stop breaking the law. Be on your best behavior. So I'm going to give him one of those just for being like, hey, there's unmarked, by the way. You know?
What are you doing?
Hold on. I want to watch that again. What are you doing?
I got it then. Go to the next light. Get everyone out of the way and stop. I got an unmarked Orange County right here. Unmarked Orange County. What are you doing?
I don't know what's happening. They actually are, Gino, they are real law enforcement. Right. Oh, you. Yeah, just nonsense in the intersection, as per usual. All right, see, this is a good distance where they're at right now. You see this distance? That's not awful. I would be okay with that distance. And you maintain that, you get that distance to work like that, basically by slowing down. Jeremy doesn't like to slow down. Phil Scott, drunk tank at Fort Bragg, PMO, always fun. I sincerely doubt that. Jean-Claude says MPs are sworn and have arrest powers, ergo they are cops. They have their own jurisdiction, like all cops. The cops, nonetheless. I feel like you've been reading some of my stuff, haven't you? Yes, we are sworn. We swear the whole... I mean, it's a ceremony, like all law enforcement. Being a sworn officer is a ceremony, but it basically means you have arrest powers. I have arrest powers over civilians, military, anyone on the jurisdiction of the base. And like Jean said, or Jean-Claude, yes, all police are limited to their jurisdiction to a degree. All of them have jurisdiction. Sometimes they have concurrent jurisdiction. Sometimes, other areas are like, okay, we'll allow you to do like limited things. MPs, the jurisdiction boundaries are very, very strict because of the Posse Comitatus Act, but there is still, of course, a jurisdiction, just like any other law enforcement. For those of you who are curious, about that, you learn the legal law before speaking. Yes, I've arrested civilians 100%. I've put them in jail. I've delivered them to the jail. It wasn't our jail because our jail is generally for soldiers. But most police departments don't have their own prison facility, right? So we had our drunk tanks or D cells or detention cells, which are a temporary thing, after which, hooray, you get transported. But most police departments do a transport to someone else's jail because most police departments don't have their own prison or jail or whatever, right? So let's say Tacoma Police, I don't think Tacoma has its own jail, they would bring their people up to the Seattle jail, which is maintained by the Seattle Police. It's outside of their jurisdiction. So a lot of people are like, well, you can't actually arrest them and hold them in jail. Well, neither do most police officers, even on the civilian side. So anyway, I just have fun explaining that because it makes people look stupid.
Dog, I got everything stopped, so I don't know. It's not coming from me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, the horn, or the megaphone. I think there's a megaphone, and they're like, who's doing that? Questions.
No, go ahead, sir. Cross the intersection.
Okay, that bicyclist is definitely in the wrong. We're going to go back in that. And I'm going to rant about how much I hate bicyclists. Metro State Tactical Ice Cream Truck. Is that because the ice cream truck went by here? I love it. All right, hold on.
Dog, I got everything stopped, so I don't know. It's not coming from me.
Yeah, okay, so that bicyclist definitely was in the wrong there. Right? They definitely have to go to that traffic. And they're probably like, what? But my light is green. Like, it doesn't matter. It's still a funeral escort. You still should know where that lies. I like biking. I really like going for a nice bike ride. I don't trust drivers, so I generally do it on like a trail or a sidewalk. I used to, when I biked on base to go places, because I want the nice little exercise, get my quads nice and tree trunk like. I'd bike on the sidewalk because no one ever stopped me, and I don't trust the drivers there. However, I've almost hit bicyclists because they're being stupid, right? They'll be in front of you and they'll just shoop, right? And then like their forward momentum is stopped because they're now going to the left, and I've almost struck them because I didn't. You still have to do hand signals. You have to indicate your turns. You still have to, if you're on a bicycle, you still have to stop for stop signs, ladies and gentlemen, and red lights. They don't do it. I've seen fewer people do it than I see do it. Following those traffic control devices. You're on a bike, you still have to do it. You are still considered a vehicle in the roadway. Not like a motor vehicle, but you still have to obey quite a few traffic laws, right? You got to do it. So I love you if you bike. Good for you. I love biking myself. But stop being stupid about it, right? And part of the problem is a lot of people who bike do it because they can't afford a car. Some of them, not a lot, some of them. And if they can't afford a car, maybe they lack education. They wouldn't know these laws anyway. It's very frustrating. And I understand that. I really, really do. But what am I calling them? Am I calling them motorcyclists or cyclists? I feel like I don't know. I'm just going on a rant, and I'm probably getting words wrong. Doesn't matter, right? But then I see people like with the full body suit and the helmet, like a teardrop helmet, and like the 15 billion water bottles on them, and they're biking with their heads down. Like, bro, you're on a roadway. Put your head up. Stop it. Right? Like you're gonna crash into something, and they don't turn. They just go through lights. It's nuts. I hate it so much. Like those of you who are like dressing like a professional. I am probably saying motorcyclist, aren't I? Bicyclist or cyclist. No, I'm saying bicyclist. I'm being stupid. If you're dressing like a professional cyclist, behave like one, please. Good God. Oh, I'm having a rant. You know how I do. Or they've lost their licenses. Yeah, very good point. Very good point. It's just so frustrating. Like, stop being stupid. I love seeing people biking. I think it's phenomenal. But stop being stupid.
No, go ahead, sir. Cross the intersection. Why there's fucking cars moving, moron.
Richard, thank you so much. Happy Sunday, everyone. And happy Father's Day. Yeah. Happy Father's Day. Good job on the Patreon. Just joined today. Have a pleasant day, everyone. Oh, thank you. I like it. I'm putting a bunch of scripts on there in the very near future. I have a whole bunch of them to put up. So, it's going to be good.
Fucking idiot.
Excessive acceleration. speeding. Hey, Matt, thank you. It's, you know, it's doing all right. We're having a good time. Let's see what we got. Come on, Jeremy. These are stupid. As per usual.
Ken, I got this. Go up to Formosa. Get up to the next light, Ken. I got
Like, maybe that was... Oh, no, they already have the intersection. All right, I'll withdraw that one. I'll retract it.
this. Hold it there.
Okay, so
Let's go. Let's go.
they're going straight.
Let's fucking go.
Language, Jeremy. Come on. This is a funeral. Like, also, don't do that. That looked like they were stopping that car. What was that? Hold on, we're going full screen for this one.
Hold it there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking.
Now, if they've entered that intersection lawfully, fine. But it kind of felt like they sent someone ahead to hold it. That person's not in the funeral escort if they're jumping ahead, and therefore they cannot enter the intersection when it's green and hold it, and they can't enter it when it's red and hold it. So either way, they're wrong. So, you know what? I will give them that.
Go.
Yeah, that person I don't believe is in the funeral escort, and they're holding that vehicle. There is literally zero reason that I can think for them to hold that vehicle. If they've entered the procession, they don't have the authority to pull anyone out of the procession. You can yell and be like, "Hey, this is a funeral procession. You gotta get out of there. You gotta get out of there." But they can't like stop them. And this is basically pulling someone over without having them move over. Herman, thank you so much. Happy Sunday to you as well.
Come with me, ma'am. Let's go.
Okay, yeah. See, now he's pulling someone out of the... He doesn't have the authority to give that order. I would go to the window personally and be like, "Excuse me, ma'am. This is a funeral escort. You can't be in this funeral. Do you mind following me? I'll direct you out." Right? At that point, that's a request. Right? And if they say, "No, I'm going to stay in here," well, at that point, I'm calling the police to do it. And we've seen Alec Ringdahl do that. Back when Alec took over, we actually were in communication, and he was like, "What can I do to not pull a Jeremy?" I was like, "Call the police on people instead of doing it yourself. That's going to save your bacon like you wouldn't believe." And there is video of him doing it. He released it and goes, "What do you think about that?" And then everyone hated on him because it's Alec and he's part of Metro State. And then he went and didn't... I don't know. Jeremy ended up taking over, and I don't think he deserved the hate for that video. James, thank you. Yeah, had no idea. How could they not know, right? Excessive acceleration.
Everybody be careful with the air horn.
How do you think they feel about the air horns? Like here's, my father died. It's, like, stop.
Lots of ins and outs. Will watch them. They're
Yeah, there are a lot of ins and outs because you're not keeping it condensed.
pulling out of these
Stupid.
businesses right here on the right. Stay on your air horn. Stay. There he is. Pull. Hit your air horn. Get on that.
He almost said pull him over.
Give a fuck. Watch this silver car right here. Silver car. Go ahead and pass me. Pass me. Go up. I got it from here.
All right, that light is green. Great. But I believe his escort... Which lane is his escort in? There is no escort, ladies and gentlemen. Do you see them? I don't see them. I'm looking, but they're nowhere to be found. Jeremy has just unlawfully obstructed the intersection because he's not part of the funeral escort. He cannot do that. There is no escort.
Why does she keep getting in the wrong lane? Lisa, in the right lane. Stay.
Wait, where is it?
Lisa, the right
Where's the
lane.
procession?
Stay in the right lane.
Lisa, you're tearing me apart.
What
Oh, hi, Mark.
the fuck?
And there's the... Look at the bottom of my palm. He's saluting like an... I've done a video on his salute. Basically being all sassy, and he was not happy about it. Right? This is a salute. You sort of touch your fingers here. You turn the palm away. 90 degrees. Oh, wait, no, the other way. Jeremy doesn't do 90 degrees. He sort of salutes like this because no one ever taught him how to do it because he was never in the military like he claims. Just, "Well, thank you for your service." Like, stop it. I hate watching him salute. It makes me so upset. James, thank you. James says the air horns are default on, hitting the switch momentarily off. It feels that way, doesn't it? Oh. Why is there no basement? I don't know what that's referring to, but I immediately thought Pee Wee Herman, where he's at the Alamo.
Units up here.
Yeah, and one of his guys passed on the wrong side of him. Entered the other. And we're giving one for the salute as well. Samantha, that's the best line of the movie. Do you remember anything, son? I remember the Alamo. And they just start losing it as I break my microphone. Oh, yeah, Salute's awful. Oh, yeah, the thumb. Yeah, because his thumb was like down here doing weird things. Yeah, you keep it there. Hey, Justin, thank you so much. Oh shucks. All right, what color is that light? Oh, look at that. That light is red, ladies and gentlemen. Is it? Yeah. It's a red light. Unlawfully entering an intersection, failure to obey a traffic control device, running a red light, whatever you want to call it, and then obstructing intersection. So we'll give him a second one. Sorry. I love how we're just quoting Pee Wee Herman. Deep in the heart of Texas.
Hold it. Come on.
Uh-oh.
You come on. You come on.
Like that miming? It's a thing. Thank you, Rachel. MPs are law enforcement for people that have been trained to kill people. Enough said. That is true. But we also arrest civilians. Ha ha! You know what? Story time. I had someone at one of the gates that I was doing. I was the NCO for the gates or the ramps team. So I had I think it was a 2-month. Was it 1 month, 2 months? I don't know. I was assigned to a small group of soldiers. When we go to the gates, we have gates assigned to us, and we inspect vehicles. It was a lot of fun. It was ridiculous. And we were doing it over on the McCord side, and this girl's like, "Oh, I'm just glad that..." Because I think I pointed out something wrong with her car, like her license plate was improperly installed or mounted, or I don't know what it was. And I pointed out, I'm like, "Hey, you might want to get that checked out. Washington State Patrol is not going to be as nice about it as I am." She goes, "Oh, well, it's a good thing you're not real police." And I just went, "Excuse me, ma'am?" She's like, "Well, I didn't mean that. You don't arrest civilians, right?" I'm like, "Well, I better make some phone calls. So there are definitely some civilians in jail that shouldn't be if that's the case." And she was just mortified. I'm like, "Ma'am, it's fine. Like, have a nice day. Get out of here." But, it was great.
Lots of ins and outs. Lots of ins and outs. Everyone.
Yeah, because Escort not together. Give him one of those.
Watch your ins and outs. Lots of business ins and outs.
Oh yeah, I already have some videos in the intersection. And he's taking up a lane of traffic he can't take up. Of course he is. And there it is. Driving on the wrong side of the road. The entire unit became MPs? I think I've heard of that. Have I heard of that? I've heard people, I don't know if I've heard entire units doing it. I've heard like small chunks. Fascinating stuff. The Army, am I right? Pebmets, thank you so much. Pebmet says, for new batteries for the buzzer after these videos. That's fair. I actually did buy new batteries just in case. But thank you. The videos do show that Corporal Ramsey has a valid point about DeWitte's police radio not being a working device. He never seems to use it and appears to be just a prop. I would agree. So much of his everything is a prop to make people think he's a police officer. There's no way to counter that. He just none. But regardless, there he is. Oh, Sergeant E5. Hey, how's it going? I didn't know you were in here. Oh, good to have you here. It's been a while, I feel like. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just an idiot and didn't see you. Yeah, wrong side of the road. Oh, my God. He can't even go... It's the fact that you can't go back onto the right side of the road right here kills me. So we're getting another one. Chris Hanover, thank you so much. Why does Jeremy get so mad when he does his escorts? If I got that mad whenever I did my job, I would find a new profession. Right? That's just how Jeremy is as a person. That's his standard. That's his baseline. We're going to give him another one for his anger. And look, there are feet. Oh, my I hate it so much. Now, who are you honking at? You're not entering traffic. Jesus. For unnecessary honking.
Why don't you take this? Hold this, hold this. Will, go, Will.
Why are all of his guys in the back?
Go.
What? Oh my goodness.
Yes.
And they, okay, you know what? No, because they also went the wrong way. So, they're also wrong.
Get to that next light, Will.
You have no legal authority to do any of this.
Everybody take the
Oh, jeez. Wow, that's loud. Headphone warning. That's too late now. I'm going to turn that down. What are you doing with that red car there, Jeremy? Why? Why would they need to stop? Okay, no. First of all, no. So Jeremy's telling that to stop. I turned the volume quite a bit because of the audio. All right, there is no reason to make that car stop. That car is not interfering with the procession in any way. Zero way. Now, if that light is red, yes, they would have to stop. But Jeremy doesn't. Why would Jeremy tell them that? It's none of his business. So, unlawfully directing traffic, impersonating a police officer. Oh, the light's green. Yeah, the guy could absolutely go. Jeremy's taking up lane of traffic he's not supposed to take up. So is this other guy. So they're getting one as well. See these people? They can make that right-hand turn. Jeremy's just a big dum-dum. Alright, we got it cut. That light is green. Oh, that air horn is awful. I'm guessing this is his group right there, which means anyone going straight across should be able to go. There's no reason for him to block the entire intersection. There's literally zero reason. Any one of the other two lanes that we see here. Let me get out of the way. You know what? Let me do this. Let me show you guys. Because I have the technology. All right. So, here's, I believe, his Escort. Right there. Now, we have other lanes of traffic here. Where's it going to go? All right. They are in no way going to interfere with this procession. Same with the people going here. Stop that. Right? We're just going little arrows for direction. And there's going to be two lanes over here. Now, this one cannot go. But this one can. He's blocking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 lanes of traffic that he cannot block. The only one that he should block, if he has legal authority to do so, which he does not, is that one that I've marked with an X. Right there. That's the only one. The rest of them, absolutely not. There is no reason for him to put himself into the middle of an intersection. This is all assuming that they are making that right turn, that is the procession. If that's not the procession, then the procession is nowhere, and he's just unlawfully obstructing an intersection. So, we're going to give him that, because either way, no matter how you spin this one, he is unlawfully obstructing that intersection, because he does not know how to do his job, and shame on the Florida police for not getting him sooner. I respect you guys, but, like, come on. And hey, Jennifer, I don't like you. I'm sure you don't like me. But thank you for this one. Maybe they are going straight. I don't know. Where are they? Right? So if that wasn't the right-hand turn, because I assumed it was, otherwise he wouldn't be able to be in that intersection. Now he's just in an intersection unlawfully. We'll do another one. It's fine. That's good too. I don't even care. It's fine. Rexmo, thank you so much, says, are there other states that have funeral escort services? I'm in Michigan, born and raised in Ohio, and I've never seen such a thing until JD. Yes, there are other states. Generally, though, they're much more regulated. In fact, many of them require specific licenses to do it. Some require just a security license, which Jeremy does not have. Some actually require a police officer to be present with the rest of the civilians, right? So there are some states where civilians can do it if they have a police officer present who's facilitating the whole thing. So Florida is weird, and I think Jeremy's going to cause legislation to be enacted to stop other people from doing this. I would not surprise me at all.
Where? Stay right there.
I don't even know what's happening at this point.
Stay.
Sit. Roll over.
Stay right there.
Just the entire intersection is fine.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
just the whole thing. Why not? Are they going straight? Are they making... I don't know what's happening here. It's nuts. Oh, Matt. I don't know. Why are you here if you're bored? I saw some of you talking about Matt Jones. Like, what's happening? I don't know. I don't see what's happening. I see. I'm curious where how this plays out. Hey, Chase, what do you say? What question did I miss? Gonna entertain you with my terrible singing while I try to find AJ's comments. AJ's, where is it? Should the court order JD to get a psych eval? I mean, they've done it before. I'd like to see it for his benefit. Twinge also, thank you so much. I'm sorry. I missed yours as well. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, we're back. Yep, wrong side of the road. Excellent call. Very true. Crashes, says, how is it large groups of motorcyclists on charity runs have figured out how to do this without many issues, but a professional such as Jeremy screws it up every time. Well, they have numbers that he doesn't have. If he had that kind of numbers, it would be a lot easier. But people have to pay for it, and they're not willing to pay for that. And, you know, the motorcyclists tend to... If you briefed the people that were driving in the funeral, like, here's how it works, it'd be a lot better. But that's not happening, so we're going to give them that just because I can. No mas. All right, reckless endangerment. I'm going to give him that for being in the middle lane. Well, people go on both sides. I don't know if that's actually accurate, but there you go. UKPI. Please don't sing again. You've bought yourself some singing silence. Roger.
Careful, there's a lot of fucking ins and outs, guys.
Yeah, because you're doing your escorting properly.
People moving. I gotta...
Noodlehead, thank you. GMRS would have worked wonders for his comms if they'd gotten a license from MS. Then a radio company could have made his radios useful for minimal one-time costs. I mean, that's true. I mean, he's using... I think he's using like a cell phone type hookup in his helmet. Like, the radios don't even... They're just there for show. But, yeah, you know...
County unit in the intersection.
Matt Bond, thank you. So please sing the rest of the stream. Well, see, now I'll sing what I want because it's been canceled out.
Will's intersection. I just turned red for Will.
Thank you, Luke Alpha. Oh, see, now I have to. I gotta sing more because that's now we're 3 pounds in the. Well, actually, no, because $2 would be less than 2 pounds. We're in the green though.
Everybody easy.
Yeah.
Let's move. Got a Ford Explorer pulling out. Ford Explorer pulling out of that business right there.
I do like his call-outs, though. I mean, that is smart. That's excellent.
He dropped again?
My way.
Yeah.
And now, the end is near. And so I face the final curtain.
At the dead end, we're making a left.
Thank you, Dennis. Sing as well as Jeremy obeys the law.
People are fucking hauling ass up on them.
Says the guy. So Jeremy says people are hauling ass up on me. Says the guy who speeds everywhere. Let's make it to 100. Remember that? Yeah, crazy. I know. No mas. Did I thank you for that, Dennis? I don't know, but thank you. Samantha says, if I had extra money, I would pay just to have him do the rest of the stream as Kermit. Sing funeral songs. Thank you, Twinge. I don't know what would a funeral song be? I'll give you that. Bad Boys. Bad Boys, what you want? What you gonna do? When the sheriff comes run for you. That's directing traffic right there. He's not allowed to do that. He doesn't have the authority.
Right over here. Right here. Right here. Right here. Okay, get out of the way. Stay right there.
Okay, yeah, that's a traffic stop. Impersonating a police officer. Wait, hold on. Sir, you need to stop right there. You're impersonating a police officer. Yay! Wait, no, hold on. You're in the funeral escort. I'm impersonating a police officer. It's fine. It's whatever. All right, enough for the singing, says UKPI. Matt Bond, thank you as well. It's the end of the world as we know it. I chanted it. I didn't sing it. It's fine. All right, there's your Kermit.
Thank you.
Thank you, TC. Come for the ADHD and singing. Yay. Yay. All right, excessive speed. Hold on. We'll give him that. Dangerously close to crossing that line. Luke. Thank you. All right, now that I'm just gonna give him that. He's directing traffic. All right, you're impersonating a police officer, sir.
Amada. White Amaya. I don't know what Amaya is, but okay. I know. Amada.
Look at him having fun.
It's almost like Jay. It's full Jassa. An Amada.
All right, so they're making a right turn. So why is he blocking all the rest of the traffic? Oh, Jeremy, stop. Obstructing an intersection.
They're in the left lane. Yeah.
All right, everyone there. The entire procession gets that for failing to make a proper right turn.
Don't work at all. No, go ahead. Stop my escort.
All right, that guy was wrong for running across the crosswalk. So we'll give him that one. That's to the guy running.
Fucking guy just ran out in front of the escort at the crosswalk. Dumb fun. Hey, Ken, you want to get your police lights on? There you go.
I do love that. Please hit buzzer for felonious singing. Dennis, I guess I have to. Thank you. I'll buzz myself.
Now
Ooh.
go around me and go get to Dylan.
Yeah, go get to Dylan.
Yeah.
Zello app. That checks out.
I need a unit up here now.
All right, he entered in the green light. That's fine.
No, you can...
And, yep. Wait,
You
is
can go
that...
fast, Will. Get up here.
Yeah, okay. His possession's right behind him. That's how it should be. That right there is how it should be, with the exception of him being in the wrong lane of traffic. He's not allowed to stop there. Now, to be fair, Jeremy has said that a judge has authorized him to do this sort of thing, but he has never provided actual documentation to establish that, and he doesn't have to. However, he lies so much, I don't take anything at face value. Right? So it's entirely possible that, yeah, a judge did say that, and he's like, I don't have to provide you. Go screw yourself. But I kind of doubt that he did. Oh, he called his lights police lights? That. I mean, technically they kind of are, but he's allowed to use them, so.
Fast. Get up here fast.
Sort of. I mean, he uses them wrong, debatably, but.
Light, so I'm gonna move, Will, but you need to hurry the fuck up.
Oh, squeaky chair. Squeaky chair. I mean, the light was green, I think, so.
The fuck?
But language, Jeremy. Excessive ego, you're right. I'll give him that.
Need units up here now. Stop right there.
Okay. I love. So this van, I assume, did this because they actually thought he was a police officer. So they got out of his way because they're like, oh, the lights are on. I got to move, right? So they pulled around and are trying to get back in. And yeah, no, they absolutely should be allowed to do that because they're making a right-hand turn and the Escort is in the left lane. Jeremy's just being dumb. So now he's directing traffic, and I'll hit the buzzer when he does it.
The light at orange is green. I need a unit here now.
I think they try to move again.
I can't. Too late. Too late. There's a.
We're going to hit it because he definitely didn't have the authority to stop them. What's the buzzer count? I have no idea, but it's a lot.
Please, sir, sit right there. Don't move.
And it's kind of a request, kind of an order. I'll let it slide. We already hit the button for this one. Emily found the second bike for sale. Yeah, they're out there. And they're way too expensive, and I don't ride motorcycles, so I'm not considering getting one. But, you know. H. Chase, thank you, says, can you imagine if JD was an EMT? Every patient would be like the resuscitation scene in The Abyss, no matter how non-urgent it was. It checks out. Looks like excessive speed.
Keep going.
Lane splitting.
Fuck out of the way. I need units up here now.
Where is the procession? There it is. Okay. Yeah, this is a different funeral. So these aren't all the same funeral, it doesn't look like. Because the last one, it was a white hearse is the word, yes. But, yeah, he can't stop people from making that left turn. However, they don't have the green light, so it doesn't matter at this point. But he also can't hold that lane of traffic that he's sitting in right now. Matt, thank you. Metro State Wambulance. So, obstructing a lane of traffic. And unlawful passing. And driving in the wrong lane from his other guy. From the contractor. Driving in the wrong lane of traffic. My God. I'm going to give him that one. Vehicles are pulling over for him because they think he's a police officer. Because that's what you would do if a police officer is running code to somewhere and they're in the other lane. Both on a two-lane road like this, both sides are supposed to pull off to the right, not just the one that the officer is in. And the officer goes straight down the middle. These people are assuming that do I know for sure? I've not talked to them, no. But is that incredibly likely? Yes. These people are pulling over because they believe he is a police officer and believe that they have to yield to him. They do not. They do not have to yield to him while he's driving like this. He is illegally driving like this, and they all believe he's a police officer. So every time we see a vehicle pull over on the side of the road, we're going to hit him with impersonating an officer, which is going to be that button. He's also still going the wrong side of the road and probably speeding. What are you looking at? David, thank you. Any estimate on how much Jeremy has made doing escorts? It was $25 an hour per person. So, and that was for guarding. That was for doing security, which he was allowed to do for the funeral homes. For the actual procession stuff itself, I do not know. But it doesn't. I don't think he's making the kind of money he claimed to have been making. Still on the wrong side of the road. It's nuts. We'll give him another one for the wrong side of the road. All right. Impersonating. And there was another one. Impersonating. All of those people believed he was a police officer and had pulled over to the side of the road because of it. All of them. I'm calling it right now. Either that or he literally forced people off the side of the road, which is still a crime. So, 50 to 100 per officer per funeral. Okay, so the funerals were a bit more. See, that checks out a little bit more. But still, I mean, the cost of running this business isn't cheap as well. I mean, he could be pulling in money, but the money's run dry. Incognito, thanks so much. Do you really believe Jeremy has sold everything and closed Metro State? He has not obeyed one court order to date. Stuff's going for sale on eBay, on Craigslist, on all sorts of things. I think he has transferred ownership to other people, and they are selling it. So, I believe yes. I don't know that he's selling all of it. It's not like he can really take any of it to jail, but he's certainly selling quite a bit of it. It's going on. You know, things keep appearing online. 300 to 500 per escort. Sometimes they did 5 a day. And he still has to pay people. He still has to, maintenance, fuel, that sort of thing. So, I mean, the cost of it does add up. But, yeah. RRK says he's selling above retail. They don't want to sell. I imagine the court order would require him to be like, no, drop it down. Sell them or transfer them to someone else to sell, but you will not be in possession. I know his mother is selling quite a few of them. I think those have been transferred to her possession, which meets the criteria for the court order, right? Because she doesn't have to sell them, but as long as they're legally hers, Yeah, the fuel he must burn doing this. Ugh. And motorcycles are pretty fuel efficient, but still. All right, hold on. I don't think this was a green light. I think this is one of the ones that wasn't. Yeah, because they're going. All right, look at that light. He runs out of fuel a lot. Oh, Matt, thank you. Hope you bought the buzzer dinner and it likes it rough. Thank you. Yeah, he's entering the intersection on a red light. Failure to obey a traffic control device, running a red light, essentially, and obstructing intersection. That is illegal. He knows he cannot do this. He knows. It's not just he can't do it. He knows he cannot do this. He just doesn't think anyone's going to catch him. Joke's on you, Jeremy. Dumb idiot. And where's the procession? There is no procession. So he has zero authority. We're going to give him another one, even though it's the same crime. He doesn't get another one. It's just, he's definitely wrong.
I need a unit at the next.
Oh, number one fan says prospective buyers are not allowed to test drive the vehicles first. Oh. Well. Sucks to be them. Good luck selling them.
Light. Let's go this way.
This is illegal. Jeremy.
We're going to Woodlawn, correct?
Where are we going?
I don't know what they did. Get him in the left lane, Dylan. Left lane.
Yeah, he has no authority to block all 3 lanes of traffic. If he had entered lawfully, which he did not, he could hold that right lane. But he's blocking 2 lanes of traffic. So we'll give him another one. So we've already given for obstructing the intersection.
I need units up here bad. Opposite direction is completely open.
Right, Rennie? How does he not know? I think someone in the Escort went the wrong way. And he's like, I don't know where they're going, but we're not going that way, right? Which is fair.
Whoa! Whoa! What are you doing?
He's making a legal left turn, Jeremy. You don't have they go. Your guys turn into the right lane. This person gets to turn into the left lane. They interfere at exactly 0 point during this. So, Jeremy, you are wrong in how this whole thing works. Again. And now you're directing traffic, impersonating a police officer.
What are you doing? I mean, you see the bike, right? What, do you think I was here for my health? I'm not getting my blood pressure checked.
Probably should. Oh, yeah, the pictures of the Charger are awful. It's so bad.
Careful, everybody. Go, Will. Go. Yeah, go. Watch the ins and outs, guys. We're losing this Escort, man. There's so many gaps and cars that don't belong.
Yeah, that's why you slow it down, stupid.
This fucking guy in the
The what? The one that you can't stop, but you did? Hey, Sergeant E5, thank you so much. Hey. Get that to wait. I'll pause for it. There it is. I love it. Thank you. Yay. All right. Did he? I don't know what about. Did he pull that person over? Told you to get out of our way. Bro, he's not in your way. You get one lane of traffic. So you're wrong. There you go. He's trying to teach him how to salute. Didn't give him one of those for not knowing how to salute, but still trying to tell other people how to do it. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you have the authority to stop them? I thought it died for a second. Oh, I got nervous. Says the idiot. And this light is red, ladies and gentlemen. So that's running red light. Appear to obey. Excuse me, a traffic control device. Give him that. You don't get to do this, champ. You don't get to do it. And obstructing an intersection. Well done. That's one lane of traffic. That's 2 lanes of traffic. Can we get the trifecta? We do. Points to everybody. Points on your driver's license. You're about to lose that bad boy if you act like that. Why is the cemetery 40 miles away? Now these are not all the same Escort. This is a compilation of them. Excessive speed. Very excessive speed. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to put a pause on this because I've run out of time. I hope we could get through this more. However, we got about 10 minutes left of this, and then we're going to go over the airsoft stuff in the next stream, which is either going to be Monday or Wednesday, depending on what Rennie thinks is best, because she knows what is best. And that airsoft breakdown is going to be absolutely brutal. I'm going to just make him very upset, I'm sure. So, yeah. No, I said I'd stop at 5:55. I've been doing this for 2+ hours. I usually like to stop it at 2. Okay, Wednesday. Expect me to go over that Wednesday. The rest of this, which still has plenty of good stuff in it, and then the breakdown of the airsoft tactics and uniform. So he's stacked on the door very tactically. Tactfully is what you actually wrote, so my bad. But yeah, hey, thank you all for being here. I had a lot of fun getting back to like the traditional button-slapping analysis of Dewitte. Oh, it brings me back to the good old days before things got weird. But, oh, Metro State Airlines. No. I saw the Chucky one. Did I see the Chucky one? I saw the Scream one. Was it Scream? There's so many of yours I have to watch that are great. Yeah, whoever bought that helmet, I will autograph it if you want that. I'm not, who am I, right? But if that's something you want, by all means. I wish I could have knife-handed Jeremy on Dr. Phil, got in his face, and just boom. But I didn't. Anyway, I'm in the Chucky one. Yes. Yeah. Sorry, I just comments. Anyway, you guys have been great. Those of you who donated, fantastic stuff. Thank you so much. You keep this channel going. For those of you who didn't but still participated, had a lot of fun, I thank you so much for being here. It's always a great time when you guys are around. It's good. It's having that good time. I love being back. I had a nice little break, nice little vacation from work and from this, and now I get to do it again, and I love doing it, so I can't complain. If you buy one of the bikes crashes, I will sign it. I will. I'll be like, don't be stupid like Jeremy. Boom. Anyway. Yeah, great, good, yeah. Ha, 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 ha. Good stuff. Love it. Yes, more Kermit. More Kermit. Okay, we can do that for sure. I'll definitely analyze this. Remind me during the airsoft video. I'll analyze it as Kermit. It'll be great. As much as I can, more or less. You can tell I'm just drained and losing my mind. This is why I like to stop at 2 hours, because I just start losing it. Not that I ever really had it, but there you go. But I digress. Yeah, little police. Hold on, let me little police guy. Yeah, I kept it mostly on this one because copyright strikes are a little more of a possibility than it used to be. Not more of a possibility, but the odds of getting one have gone up because of the people conducting the strikes. So I've kept it like this, as opposed to doing all the other stuff. But guys, thank you so much. J Pavilion. I'm sorry I didn't get you in, J Pavilion. We'll get you in one of these. This is a time thing. I thought we'd get through this faster, but you know how I am. So, everyone, we'll do this again Wednesday. Hopefully. Might be a later one, though. Not really sure. Depends on where I'm working. But I've rambled enough. Until the next time, be good, stay safe.